back. Hello. So sorry for the delay, everybody. That was quite the adventure we all just went on. Um, anyway, so we were in the middle of doing a thing. Thank you all for your patience as we combat tech gremlins. It happens. So, let's discuss again what happened. You are going to start your ritual. So you're taking out equipment. You're taking out stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I pull out the book. I pull out the oil lamp that I carry.
Okay.
And I will also pull out one of the vials of perfume that I carry.
Ooh, okay.
That's the witchiest stuff I've got on me.
Hell yeah.
And I will set the book in the center. I will set the book down and put the lamp next to it.
Okay.
At a safe distance, because fire is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Kiddos. Anyway, and then I will kind of gesture for Beza and Harlan to come a little closer. Okay, so again, don't super know exactly how this is going to work, but been mulling this over, and I think that I can get a little bit more out of this book. I think. So, as dorky as this might sound, I think we should hold hands, at least until I get this started, and then just stay close to me. We'll see how this works. Cool?
All right.
Okay.
I have no magical ability, but I'm made out of magic stone, so maybe that'll help.
I think it will.
Yeah, totally. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it sounds plausible.
It sounds good.
It's about confidence in the process, so indulge.
So I am going to flip the book open, kind of like right into the middle where it's blank, and stand back up, take the vial, and after the lamp has been lit, pour a single drop of perfume into the oil lamp as I'm starting to recite something under my breath.
Okay.
Most likely an infernal.
Mm-hmm.
And I will grip each one of their hands as tightly as I can. And then shortly thereafter, where there should be an uncontrolled burning of this oil, having dropped alcohol or whatever into it.
Yep.
Instead, the flame becomes concentrated into a single column up out of the top of the lamp. And
Nice.
a really brisk wind will start to whip around all of us. At this point, I will let go, but I will keep chanting. And you would probably see, if you pay enough attention to the wind itself, occasionally you might see like a face flash by in the wind. Unidentified, we don't know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
It will disappear as quickly as you see it, and you will see that happen over the course of the next hour. And my eyes will probably go completely black. But after an hour, some script will start to manifest on the page.
Okay.
In some undetermined language. I don't even have to know what it is. But as I look down at it and my eyes start to clear, okay, I think that worked. Okay.
After a while,
it was pretty good.
So what was going on? Elaine and Nikita Toshi are like sitting in the corner.
Oh, my bad. I think I can talk to ghosts.
Okay.
I think they can help us out.
Ghosts? Sure.
Yeah.
You hear a slight choking back as Harlan's like...
I don't think they'll hurt us. I just... Sometimes I don't have what we need. So if I do this early in the day, then I might be able to pick up something useful and at least use it for the day. So they're gone now. The ghosts are gone. You don't have to. It's fine.
Great. Cool.
But they left something useful, so this will be helpful, hopefully later on. Although I must also add that I don't know if we need to do the thing I thought we needed to do, because Pindle last night told me that the tree has been spotted. pretty much on the opposite side of the country, on the coast, near here, and I'll point out chronogram 11.
Where Port Lakita is on the historic map.
Oh, well, that works out well since we were gonna head in that direction anyway.
So that's, I guess, what we need to do next. We will probably have to be quite mindful to stay as far away from the chronogram as possible.
Okay.
But if we start heading that way, that's the best lead we've got so far.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if we keep following the mountains a little bit further, like we were talking about, we'll get further away from 12, and then we can start cutting across.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Sounds good.
So, what exactly did they write?
Well, kind of for just help with decision making today. So if we get to a point where we don't know what choice we need to make, we can. I think I know what to do. I can't really read this, but I'm pretty sure I know what to do. I'll know when the time comes. I usually do.
Great. Sounds well thought out.
All right. Does this take an hour every time?
Is what? What'd you say?
Does this take an hour every time?
Yeah. But I need help in order to. You helping me gives me access to better information, if that makes sense. Like, I can do it by myself, but they probably won't give me anything quite as good.
Just maybe the ghosts need an audience.
Mechanically, I need more people so that I can get higher spell slots.
So, I mean, what happens if you have a whole bunch of people?
Well, I mean, I don't think it would hurt anything, but I also don't think they're going to give me anything more than what I can already kind of do in terms of how powerful it is. That makes sense.
Kinda.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're the one that's channeling ghosts, so I mean, it makes sense that you would be the one who's setting the cap on that channeling.
Yeah. Is this okay? Do you want me to ask somebody else next time, Harlan?
No, I just would have appreciated a heads up that it was ghosts. So,
Well, yeah, but then I thought, what if it's like when you kind of throw a kid into the deep end and, they just naturally know how to swim and then
Yeah.
it's over before they know it.
Yeah, how does that work for you? Nickit glaring at Valine.
I just think.
That's
There's one time.
a fair point, Beza. That is a fair point. Okay, well, Harlan, you don't have to do it again.
But Beza doesn't have to breathe, so it doesn't actually hurt anything.
It's
Also
also
true.
a fair point.
I want to. I want to help. I want to be of help. I just excuse me for being startled by.
Okay.
Ghosts. They're ghosts. Yeah, ghosts.
There you go,
the
buddy.
ghosts.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
You could call them something else. Would that help?
Call them llamas.
That'd be a lie.
No, it's
Llamas
called.
are dangerous.
There's lots of monikers for the same thing.
It's a euphemism.
No, that I think
A
I think you
eulogism?
mean
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the
Nope,
right
that's a
joke
different
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Like a code name.
Oh, like you say, like when you say, no, Holland, we were just moving furniture last night.
Anyway.
The book as quickly as possible. Throw it in my bag.
And so we don't have time to unpack all of that.
So Mom and Dad used to tell me.
Oh my god, I knew that was. I didn't want to. It's too
Who moved furniture at night?
Well, that's the nope. Okay, nope. I'm gonna blow the lamp out. I'm gonna put all my stuff away and start packing up and getting ready to go.
Okay. And you notice while you're packing that, or actually pretty much immediately after you all start like breaking off from the ritual, that Paru's not with you, and Villain and Toshi are like, well, you know, we have we do have another option while you all were traveling about in the ghost realm. We took a walk down the water to the mountain. There's like a stone. There's like a settlement in the mountain.
Do you want to go there first?
Wouldn't
Is
hurt
it
to get
legit?
supplies or anything. I mean, yeah, Paru's there right now. She's chatting
Oh.
with some mushroom farmers.
Oh, so it's
That's
kind of like
nice.
Chanterelle was, like under the mountain.
More like burrowed into it. They were dwarves and deep
Oh.
gnomes that were living there.
Okay.
Wouldn't-
Yeah, I mean, we could stock up.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of coin, so we can get things that we need. I assume after 4 days, we've been eaten out of hand and home, so
Here, Toshi.
I can always go hunting.
Sorry.
You're fishing. Yep. You can catch some trout and, you know.
yeah.
You know, I've been on the lookout for these things, and I just have not found them yet. Now, my uncle always used to bring home mountain oysters to every single barbecue, and I've been on the lookout, and I ain't seen nothing that looked like an oyster on this mountain.
Were they?
I don't
What
know
kind
how
of
to
mountain?
break this to
What
you.
kind of mountain are we talking, Harland?
Were they fried?
Yeah, they were fried.
Yeah.
But no, I always wondered because you know there weren't any mountains in the Chronica or
Mhm.
anywhere nearby, so I always thought I got them like imported or something. Got real fancy eating.
Well, I mean, that's a... Okay.
Is it worth it?
I don't... Should we? I mean, it seems like it might do more harm than good.
Yeah.
We will keep on the lookout. We'll keep on the lookout.
We
I
are
can
near
keep an eye
mountains
out.
and we are near water. You'd think those would.
I mean, I was gonna
Coincide.
say if we're gonna go, we could just walk through the lake and grab fish. Or well, stab
Well, that's
them,
not
I
what we're
guess.
looking for, Beta.
I'm going to lean
No.
over and whisper the definition of Rocky Mountain oysters to Beza.
Oh.
Yeah, if we find enough of them, we can make. And they might have the pearls inside of them. We can make a necklace.
Ooh, you son of a bitch.
Please, somebody make him roll on the wheel. Like, please.
Oh my god.
Does that luck that you give people make you roll on the wild magic table?
Nope,
Damn it.
it's just
God,
sorcery
amazing.
points.
Damn
You
it.
get to spend sorcery points to do it.
Mm-hmm. It's
Wow.
great. It's great.
Wow,
I
wow,
had
wow,
you-
wow.
It's great.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna lie, they really had us in the first half.
Had us by
okay.
the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Alright.
Anyway. So,
Wow.
they...
Just Heather. Heather
Yeah.
disapproves.
Yeah, let's check out this town, I guess, see what it's about.
Sure.
I
called-
will say, maybe we should try our best to stick, at least within the general vicinity of one another, just because we don't know. We certainly didn't know what we were getting ourselves into the last town we stopped at, so I just don't want us to get...
Yeah, if it makes you feel
separated.
any better, people here are a little more grumpy.
That honestly makes me feel so at peace.
Good. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
That's my speed.
there was a dude that yelled at Toshi for going near the fish cart. I just wanted to
Oh.
try it before I bought it. I didn't know if I'd like it. That's not how anything works.
Fish. You gotta not like the fish.
When have you ever not liked anything that you could eat?
Yeah, he knows what he's saying. Joshi's ears go down a little bit. He got caught. So you learn that this town is called Kalubo. Looky Lou, I got it in. Kalubo. Anyway, so thank you, Alora. Have I told you lately that I love you? All right, so Kyle, we're spinning the wheel because
You know
Alora
what you
heard
did.
my call and answered it.
You know what you did.
You know what you did, Kyle. All right. Thank you,
What you got?
Laura.
What you got,
Let's
Wheel?
see what
What you got?
happens as you enter in. Well, let's narrate the scene real quick. As you enter in, or as you travel down this little river towards the mountain, you find that there's a little lake, and surrounding the lake are a number of these mountain spaces, or these there's a pretty tall mountain, and then a couple of smaller ones. And it is a building carved into the mountain. It's a large doorway with what look like doors, but they're open. And it's a means of walking into what looks like a carved cavern space. There's beautiful, what are clearly dwarven and gnomish. Well, so I learned this recently. In the canon, gnomish uses the dwarvish alphabet, so you see dwarven runes everywhere, built in. There's signage and things. Does anyone speak dwarvish? I doubt it. Like, not really a reason for you to know it.
Fish.
You speak gnomish, so this is like reading Spanish when you don't know Spanish, because all the letters are the same as they are in English, but they don't make any sense. So you can't quite read, except you notice that underneath some of the dwarvish there is gnomish, like it's translated, like there's a communal space. So you see Kalubo, all whose intent is peaceful are welcome, is part of the signage. There it says goods and trade and services rendered by the Kalubo, by the collective of Kalubo. And you head into this space. It gets a little darker as you walk down. And now we roll on the Wheel of Causality to see what happens.
What you got? What you got, Wheel?
Let's find out. Let's do it.
Bring it.
Let's do it. Something new. Something new. Hold on. I thought I took this one off. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, I'm not prepared for that one. We're gonna spin it again. Spin it again. Spin it again. Do. Okay.
Is that one more of a group thing?
This is new, but it's a little long. It's called Oh How the Turntables. So, this is a new one, everybody, and you all agreed to this. The table has flipped and your dice have all gotten switched around. Each round or scene, another player must roll your dice for you. If they roll a nat 20, the natural order is restored.
Love it.
So, we're going to go, just go a little clockwise. Kyle, you're rolling for Chris. Chris, you're rolling for Heather. And Heather, you are rolling for Kyle. And that is, just write it down or something and just remember who your partner is. And that's who you'll be rolling for. You use your same stats. Your same stats and everything for your character, but you are just using the dice of the person, the other person.
All right.
Okay.
I fucks with it.
Yeah, let's do it. So,
Sharing is caring.
all right, so let's go. Let's have some fun. Thank you, Alora.
Thank you.
Dankeschön.
and you start going inside, and there is a bunch of it's a little quiet at the front of this town. There's a it's almost like a little lobby, and there are tables, like a little desk. It is actually very lobby-esque. And you see a trio of identical dwarves. They have they've got pale skin, all mucked up with like ash and dirt. Like, they clearly work down here. And one of them, however, doesn't have nearly as much dirt on them, a little more prim and proper. But they're all still identical. and they are at the desk. One of them is really roughshod, just sort of like hammering a stamp into a bunch of pages, and the more clean one is standing at a tome, big thick book that's open, and he's just kind of writing in it. And he looks up and sees the group of you, and well, I never. This is surprising. Hello.
Hello. Is it?
We don't know. We don't get a lot of. You don't look like you're from around here. We don't get a lot of off
Students.
doors. Well, of course, you're welcome. Of course, please come in. Welcome to Kalubo. We are a collectivist initiative where we believe in fair trade and sharing amongst the group. We're a co-op, basically.
All right. I mean, I shouldn't look too strange. I was carved to look like a gnome.
No, you don't look strange at all, honey. Yeah.
Very pale.
Yeah, well, that too, sure.
So a mushroom co-op then.
Oh, that's just one of the services we provide is mushroom cultivation. But there's a lot of other things that we're providing. We have any number of minerals or ore. He looks a little amused with himself right there. I mean, funny. Like, he has his little bra and his glasses, and he kind of pushes them up. We also have a textile division.
You have clothes?
Some are tailored into actual clothing, yes. But also raw materials. People looking to. We have a number of machines around here that are very good at doing the hard labor of actually producing textiles, and then we ship that to actual tailors to make clothing and things like that. We're the step before you get close. It's very important.
No, definitely.
Yeah. But there is a tailor in town as well. You could go see.
Okay, so we are stopping in. We're doing kind of a cross-country road trip.
Oh, that's
just
very exciting. How is that
fun
going
times
for
with
you
friends.
all? Yes.
Yeah, totally low key. No pressure, low stakes.
That's great.
But we were wanting to stop in and maybe, stock up on some necessities for the road. What do you have in the way of spa services? Is that out of line?
Oh,
to
the
ask?
hot springs. Yes, we do have hot springs here.
Oh, you're muted, Angela.
Damn it. Am I muted?
I hear her.
Try
No?
again. Hold on.
I got you.
Hold
Oh.
on. One sec. Did you mute
I
me?
can hear you.
Hold on.
But you can hear me?
Yeah.
That's
Hold
right.
on. I'll just back up. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Oh my god, maybe it's me. Let me try.
She muted me. That's what happened. She couldn't. She didn't want to hear this voice anymore.
Oh, okay. No, I
You
can
good?
hear you now. It's not Mammon, but I
It's
like
fine.
this too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I should message Mammon. Anyway,
You should message Ram and get some pumpkin recipes. I really should just start collecting pumpkin recipes and then have them prepared. So, I'm making a pumpkin mimosa right now. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna just give it to you. Hold on. You gotta earn that. You gotta send for it.
that's true. That sounds grotesque, but okay.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, what do you have in the way of like spa services?
the hot springs. We do have a
Okay.
hot springs here. There are mineral hot springs, very good for the complexion and for curing what
Yes.
ails you, balancing
Yes.
the humors and all that. We're very scientific here. Um,
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Perfect. So it would be like a drop off your laundry service, full spa treatment during the day.
There is a
Have somebody
water.
cater
There is a hot
dinner.
spring you could dump clothes in. Yes, they will fish them out for you.
Yay. Okay.
Sterilized. It's good. The minerals leave it with a almost very pleasant um, sort of salt water, like an ocean kind of smell. We don't get that a lot around here. There's a lot of fresh water.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can work with ocean breeze. You know, it's no
Beachy.
lavender.
Just go beach
We'll
boho.
do
It'd
it.
be great.
Yeah.
Is it kelp? Does it smell like kelp?
There is some kelp in it. Yes. Someone likened it to a people soup. They thought it was very pleasant. I regret everything.
Book the soup bath through you, or do we need to go there?
There, they have. They would take you. Yeah, it would be there.
Okay.
If you would like to open a tab for services rendered, you could do that here. Though, basically, you avail yourself of whatever they've got, and then you come back here, and before you leave, you pay your tab.
And how much do services run?
Well, it depends on the service. I mean, we do provide a number of. We do not limit our members to any particular vocation. We have, as I said, we have clothiers. We've got the hot springs folks. We've got the mineral and ore division. There is a group of people that we've got the mushroom farmers, like you said, the fungologists, they like to call themselves. I think they try to. That's how they pitch parties when we do parties in the commune, and they.
Talking to them right now. Actually.
Oh yes, the little lovely lady. Yes, she is. She's over there right now. Yes. And then we also have any number of things. There's a lot of the Central Market Road will show you a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things to find.
What sort of payments do you take?
Well, we are partial to gold, personally, but we are more than willing to negotiate for any sort of material or paying in kind, trade services, things like that. We also take temporary membership if you would like to pay via service to the collective, just basically helping out. Just basically like instead of a wage, you just pay off your debt that way. It's like washing dishes at a restaurant. We do have a restaurant. We do also have a restaurant.
That was my next question.
Yes.
Okay. How many
Okay.
stars? You know what? I'm not even going to ask. Don't worry about that.
We're underground. There are no stars.
Fair. Fair and valid.
We're on the mithril dot system.
Yeah. We go by carat here. It's a 5-carat restaurant, which isn't really that good in the grand
I was
scheme.
like, out of how many carrots? Out of
Really
100 carrots.
Why you need a lot more than that, but that's all I got.
Okay.
Are you
well,
the other dwarf right now, Kyle? I appreciate that.
So, what do we want to do?
Well, you could avail yourself of everything and just kind of like take a look around. You're more than welcome.
Sure. The only issue is like my credit is not amazing, so I have to be mindful and I have to like stick to I hate this word, a budget. So
well,
I'm just gonna go.
as long as your eyes are not bigger than your pocketbook, you should be good.
That's never been the case.
Oh well, best of luck then.
Yeah.
Our price is listed for the services.
You could ask anyone who mans the booth or the service, that they will have their costs available to you.
In terms of trade, where do you rank like exotic furs and horns and claws and things?
Oh, pretty high. Yeah, those are pretty good. People like the clothiers would be interested in that kind of stuff. They like making armor and ceremonial garb.
Like equestrodon leather?
Oh, yeah. We work a lot with the folks in Bray Falls. They have quite a feral equestrodon problem, to be honest. That they like to say it's hurting, but we all know that that they kind of have the run of the place.
Where will you mark that on this map so we can be sure to avoid that?
Oh,
Where is that?
And they marked it, and it's way north. It was like north of Rose Upon the River. You weren't even there.
Okay.
Is it terrible? My brain is like, that's where you get universal glue.
Wow. Okay.
I put equestrodon.
Hey.
Great. Well, let's check in with Paru.
Cool.
Schedule maybe a mud bath.
All the baths of mud. Yeah, they're all mud. No, I'm just kidding. There's hot. He literally said there's hot springs. You're fine. Just fucking with you.
And then get something to eat.
We could maybe go to the Clothiers too, and we could sell some of the hides I have, and the feathers, and the horns, and the claws, the furs.
And the teeth.
The teeth too.
Nope. Let's do that. Let's get rid of all that and have a really fun day. Spending money.
It's your favorite
It's been too
pastime.
long.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Oh, commerce, my old friend.
We resupply some food and stuff too, especially for the kids.
Yes. Actually, do they have like a
General store.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, any of the market road, the main market road's gonna have a lot of different things you can get.
Okay. All right.
So have yourself a
What
good
was your
time.
name?
Oh, my name is, it's funny you should ask that. Someone just asked me that the other day, and I didn't have, it was weird. It was almost like I had forgotten my name.
That's wild. I've never heard of that happening.
Oh, it happens all the time in my family. You know, us, the Waggletops.
Oh, you might want to get that looked at. Are there medical services down here, or?
Oh, that's just the way we walk, and he walks, and his head's kind of moving.
You froze for a second.
Oh, as he like steps forward, his head kind of they have a little swagger to him.
You know, you got your name tag on there, right under your collar. It's facing backwards.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
I think it says
Don't worry about it.
Bobbert.
Bobbert Waggletop.
Waggletop.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, that's my life now. This is my brother Conrad Waggletop. And
Bobbert and Conrad. Which one of you was the namesake, and which one of you was second born? Just out of curiosity.
Me.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's just cute.
I'm pretty sure they just like. I'm pretty sure like in the middle of the whole situation, they decided that was the great time to ask my mom what to call me, and she just like shouted out the first thing. I mean, it was that or like fucking fuck. But I think we all decided that was probably not appropriate.
A little harder to fit on a name tag for sure. So.
Yeah.
You've got Bobbit and Conrad. Does that mean your name starts with an A?
No, my name's Gerbo.
Okay. Well. Okay. Nice to meet you, Gerbo.
You're welcome.
No, I didn't say thank you. You know what?
He's walked by. He wasn't paying attention. He just.
Have a nice day, gentlemen.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves, Waggletops.
Thank you. Notice their heads are slightly bigger than the proportions should be.
It's like
They're just
it's like
bobble.
their neck has 2 points of articulation.
Well, it's really important. Don't let those bobbleheads get to you.
Noted.
Wobbit bobblehead. Nope. Okay, we're done. Anyway, it's fine. So, you all head in through these other double doors, and you find yourselves in a large almost natural cavern. There are stalactites on the ceiling, these sort of spikes. But you also see that there are, you hear bats, like lots of them up on the ceiling. Not covering the ceiling, but there is like a chunk of them. Not that there's like this hubbub in the room that's not caused by people. And this is like this room probably goes down like a football field length. And on either side of this, what kind of just looks like a large, wide tunnel, are like little shops. There's like, there's tents and booths and all sorts of stuff here. It is essentially a market. It's not super well attended. There's maybe a handful of people every few steps. There's not a ton of people around, but it's one of those, like, maybe it's a weekday, you know, it's not rush hour. And, you know, the giant cataclysmic occupation of the island, they're probably not, they're playing the long game. You know, shopping malls just aren't attended like they used to be. It's a bit of a dead shopping mall.
I wonder what they do with all the bat guano.
I mean, it's a useful spellcasting component.
You see a deep gnome with a like really wide set eyes, kind of a frumpy look on his face, and he's just scraping the guano off the floor. And that's clearly what that booth is for. Fertilizer and spell component is how they sell it. And you keep traveling down. You see people making goods out of animal parts, like turtle shells. They're making some like bowls and different kind of, well, unfortunately I did learn this recently that a turtle shell's not really a shell. It's more like just the back of the animal. They don't survive that process. So, but there's like a couple of different things like that. What look like almost armadillo, or upon second look, almost more like pillbug, like giant carapaces that are used for things. Someone's like with like a little like a ukulele someone made out of it. They just like strung some gut on it and they're playing it. That turns you off a little bit. Yes,
We
Beza.
should go there and sell some of the horns and stuff I have, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know.
Can we also say we just made a tab? I forgot to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll just try to. We'll get an approximate of what you bought, and I'll figure it out. So you also see as you travel down that lining the ceiling is natural. They've left that alone, but the walls are almost. Church is the wrong way to put it, but there are these little alcoves every so often, and there are statues carved of like a dwarven smith and a dwarven warrior and a dwarven mushroom farmer, and it's very American Gothic, with a pitchfork and kind of a stoic look on his face, and yeah, so you see that they say things on them like, there are different. I really wish I had more communist propaganda in my head right now. But there's like little sayings in Dwarvish and Gnomish about like how to comport oneself when they're in a collectivist unit, talking about how like things like when what is it, like a rising boat lifts us all up kind of stuff. But there'd be some other metaphor that's more ground-based. But there's a lot of these sort of statements, and the statuary are a kind of a like almost like a marble. So there's a lot of like it's kind of pale and gray. There's a little bit of white, and there's just this marbling going on in the statuary. They're really quite lovely. They're very high detail and such. And so you continue going, and you find an animal merchant that has bats. and other creatures that look like albino or blind. There's a number of animals that seem like they're designed specifically to function well underground. There's like moles the size of like pugs. They kind of breathe like them too. And yeah, so you see some of that. Let's see what else you see. Eventually, you get down this way, and you see a couple of things. Way down the way, you see a large mushroom, like an actual mushroom, like a big mushroom, red capped and everything, and you all go, oh, okay, that's where Par's probably gonna be. And then slightly to the side, you start passing a, Elliot, you start seeing some mannequins. So these are not like, these are more statues. Like, they're using marble statues to display clothing. And Beza, you're just like, why the fuck? It just makes you think of how much clothing you ditched when you were in Rose Upon the River. And so yeah, so you see a number of.
The pants on them. Did they just stitch them onto the
They don't have a base. They don't seem to have a base. They just have feet, and they're planted on the ground. It looks like maybe the ground has a little bit of like rocks and some other like weighted materials that they just kind of sprinkle on the feet of the statues to kind of keep them in. And it says this is the this is looking for a good name. Sure. Dwatmerlug's clothiers.
Dwatmerlug?
Dwatmerlug.
Okay.
Dwatmerlug's fine luxury clothes.
Okay, so I guess I'll take a look around while Beza is offering what she's gonna offer, and just kind of see what they. I'm trying to see what we're rolling with right now.
Sure. So Beza, you see a very tall dwarf, barrel-chested, balding a little bit on the top, with tan. Well, no. Yeah, sort of like olive skin, and his beard is braided in these beautiful, like, bronze beads. Kind of shakes a little bit, like when he moves around, they kind of clink a little bit. And his head is entirely, you realize he's not balding, his head's shaved. And he has a kind of a what almost looks like a knit cap, but it looks a little fancier than that. You're not, but yeah, he's got this sort of rough shave on the top of his head, despite how ornate and beautiful his beard is. And he is working. He is currently kind of stitching some leather, like a vest or something that he's making. And he's at the front, and Oliette, you start kind of wandering through, looking at the mannequins and seeing what's around. Lots of rugged clothes, but not bad, not unfashionable, just a little more on the it's not super delicate side. There's like such a thing.
Sure.
But there are pieces here you could probably work with. Yeah, there's definitely pieces here you could work with.
Yeah. Let's see. Basil, let's just see what they throw at us, right, as our starting offer. I'm really trying to see if they can just sling two pieces of leather together like a bodycon thing. I think it might be time to retire the tutu. So if we did, like a little mini skirt maybe. We could do like a one shoulder deal if that's cheaper. But let's just see, you know.
All right, I'm gonna let you do the negotiations because we both know I'm not good at that. But I'll give me 1 second. She's gonna go over to Villain. Villain, can I
Yeah.
have the let's see, I think there's 3 equestrodon hides and all the feathers that I had in that one sack from those fancy looking geese things. And let's see, I think I've got the horns and claws in my pockets. I think I gave you some of my furs to hang on to, but I don't remember how many.
He just
Thanks,
keeps
Blaine.
doing that until it stops. It doesn't. There's no more in here.
Thank you. She starts picking it up and carrying it over towards the counter. Excuse me.
Yes.
There's
Can-
a stack of whatever. All the stuff that she hunted in Rose Upon the River, she probably kept a lot of the hides and stuff from that too, actually. I just thought about that.
Can I help you?
Maybe. So I heard that you might be interested in some, well, some of these aren't that exotic, but in some exotic furs and horns and things like that. And I also have some feathers. Some of them are pretty. Some of them are like the down ones, so they might be good for lining. And then I've got a couple of equestrodon hides and all of this.
Like like a whole hide, not just pieces.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got all of this. And she gestures at like the pile of stuff that Elaine handed her.
Just furs, just like a fucking old lady's fur coat closet. Oh well, yeah. It'll be a bit. Let me just. Yeah, come on. And he takes them over to a big table and you lay them all out and he starts just like carefully noting everything. Oliette, you find a few things that are workable. You're looking at like there's a large there's like a large armband. You're like, it's a little short, and you keep looking at stuff like what would work as a miniskirt. You do find interestingly like wrist cuffs that have like lacing up and down them that you realize like those would look really good on my horns. Like you're kind of like just thinking about stuff. And give me actually no, hold on. What's your passive perception, Oliette?
Weak. 11.
Okay. So yeah, you're just like you're going through some of the clothes and you find a couple of cute things. There's I mean, you do have to hand it to this guy. He apparently makes a mean Henley and you're just like need to get Harlan to try these on. Because that's apparently that's where Angela stands on she's apparently Henley sexual. It just is. All right. So Beza, you are working with this fellow. What did I say his fucking name was? Dwatmerlug. Gotta love it. And he's going through. He's really impressed with the work you put into the equestrodon hides. He just basically starts complimenting on the fact that you were able to get like an entire piece. That's kind of hard to do, and is very impressed that you seem to have that skill set. And you're welcome. Did your maker teach you how to do this?
Not my maker actually. My father did though.
Ah. Well, your father wasn't your maker.
It's a very long story, but no.
Huh. Well, your father did a very good job here.
Yeah, well, him and then my uncles and my aunts and.
Oh, it takes a village.
Yeah.
Yes.
A whole lot of hunters.
Yes, my boy was very, very much raised by a group.
Speaking of which, I do have some stuff. Most of this is more local. Collected over the last few months. But I also have some other more exotic things that are from not around here. And she starts like she reaches into her like pockets and pulls out some of the like horns and claws that she still has left from the book. And she probably got a few more the last time they went back to the book. But yeah, she pulls out those. She pulls out a couple of hides that are probably much more like Feywildy type colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one that looks like it's some sort of Lisa Frank colored fur.
Oh,
that makes no
good.
sense.
Well, I don't really take the artificially dyed ones. It's not really.
Oh, it's not dyed.
Really?
Oh, natural.
Oh, goodness gracious. And
Yeah.
he starts looking through.
None of these are dyed, actually. These all are natural. I don't know how to do the dye-in stuff. And I don't have magic to change colors on anything, so it's just what it is.
Oliet, you hear someone running into one of the racks of clothes, kind of close behind you.
Line. Excuse me.
You look around and you don't see anyone. You see the clothes kind of moving, but there's just like a couple of the statue mannequins, and
I don't like
you don't see
this.
anything.
Don't like. Okay. Alright, cool.
So, basically, you are, you're having this conversation with Dwatmerlug. He kind of wipes off his hands with, on his leather, apron, and starts handling some of the materials, seeing what's of high enough quality. Now, are you looking for trade in coin for your goods? Are you looking for trade in credit? Could probably get you a pretty good deal on credit in our inventory for this kind of thing.
Probably a little of both.
Okay,
We're here.
sure.
We're making a big trip cross country as a group, and
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
we need, some supplies and things like that. So if the credit extends to the whole collective, then that would definitely be helpful.
Oh well, yeah. We do have a standing agreement with everybody that it would be a certain amount of gold for credit. I could write you a paper for it.
All right,
If that's
that'd be
something
great.
you'd be interested in, sure. I mean, if you got a tab running.
We do. It's under Oliet's name.
Okay, well then what you do is you hold onto the paper, and that'll be if you don't spend it all, that'll be exchanged at the basically they'll even you out. They'll pay you out if you earn any more than if you earn more than you spend, you will leave with some coin.
Can you do whatever the total is minus this? It's kind of, if you would be so kind as to take my measurements, it needs to come in a little in the center.
Sure.
We could lose like 3 inches of this hem because all of that is just unnecessary.
Of course, yeah. Sure. And he has a little grin on his face.
We'll tighten these up because I think that they're gonna look really. I'm trying to put a look together here.
Right.
So,
what are you kind of going for? What is the statement you're trying to make?
Please step on me, mommy.
Now, is that you wanting other people to step on you, or
No,
you
I'm
want
mommy.
your? Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. You want other people. So the statement you want to others to make upon appearing,
Correct.
upon seeing your visage is "step on me."
Exactly.
Okay, I think I can handle that.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
So if you could take care of that,
Sure,
and
we
then
do that.
also
I would say that the tailoring, the sort of customization stuff, that is something that I would prefer to get in gold up front for the work.
Sure.
At least half up now, and then half when you get your stuff.
Okay, that's fair. And then we'll take 2 of these, and I'll pull 2 of the. Actually, I'm gonna pull a Henley and a leather vest.
Hey, fucking Han Solo, this bitch. You're welcome. So he'll take that stuff. He's like, all right, so go ahead and I'll get my measurement stuff. I got it over here. You just you get so it's gonna be we'll say it's like maybe 10 gold for the tailoring. Is that okay with you?
Total, or is that half now?
That's half now, half later.
Okay.
A little bit
So
of
10 now. 10
yeah,
later.
10 now, 10 later when you get back, when you get your stuff.
Okay.
The rest of it will be on credit. You don't have to worry about the clothes and stuff. But the tailoring services are those are sort of my specialty signature things. So it's one of those things I want to make sure I'm getting.
Listen, Harlan, come here. I need you. He's gonna take your measurements.
Oh, his too.
No,
Okay.
that's for the Henley
Oh,
and the vest.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. This is not a Henley situation.
No, I
but-
meant the measurements. You wanted his measurements as well as your
Yeah,
measurements.
I would
That's
like
fine.
to be,
Sure.
a little
Okay. Yeah.
form fitting. We don't
uh,
do paper bags in this house.
Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, you go ahead and just leave your gold, and I'll get the tapes and stuff, and I'll be right back.
Perfect.
And Oliette, you reach into your pocket, and your gold is missing.
Oh. I'll cut a bitch. Okay. I'm gonna lean over to Beza and just say, okay. If you have it, do me a solid and put 10 gold down, because I have to go skin something. I'll be right back. And I will... I'm gonna go look for whoever just picked my pocket.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, that means Kyle has to roll for me, right?
Yes, Kyle,
Yeah. I
roll
forgot
a
about that.
perception check for Oliette.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos.
Yes. Okay.
It's an 18 on the die.
Hey, all
So
right.
19 plus
19.
my +1.
Okay. So, you start casually scanning the area. Just, pretending like you're going through more clothes. See if you can... You haven't noticed yet that you're missing gold. And you put a couple of things up here to kind of check. There's some like roughshod mirrors in the area. You kind of like look around, and in the corner of your vision, in the mirror, you see one of the statues move.
Okay.
Kind of slowly putting a hat on, like a beanie,
Okay.
and just kind of, and then go still.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
what do you do?
Well, I don't really know what I'm dealing with here, so I might, let's see. I'm gonna try. Ooh. Oh, that's too violent. That's too violent.
You're in a place
okay.
of business, Oliette.
I'm trying not to get myself kicked out of here.
Sure.
So, the first thing I might do, actually, given this perception check, do I have enough information at this glance to discern whether or not I believe that this is like an organic living thing, or if it is an enchanted object?
It moved in a way that I'm gonna give it to you. It looks like a living person.
Okay.
Like they were kind of like there
Yeah.
was definitely like personality to the way it was moving.
Can I, I'll just like holding this clothing up against myself in the mirror.
Mhm.
Like, bitch, don't test me. Take a nap. I'm gonna try to cast sleep on it.
Okay.
So I need Kyle to roll 5d8.
I'm not ready for this. Hold on.
Better roll high.
24? Is that what you said? You're muted. I don't know why. I can't hear him.
24 total out of 5. Sorry, I was
24
pressing the
total.
wrong button.
Gotcha. 24 total. Okay. So, so, Oliette, as you cast sleep, you see what was a very still, and you hear a heavy hit to the ground.
Let me help you.
Is everything okay over there, miss?
Yeah,
You good?
No,
I heard
I
I
think
heard a
somebody-
terrible clatter.
Yeah, somebody tripped. Don't worry about it. I've got it. And I'm going to
Okay.
pat them down, get my shit back.
We'll get there. You see a very kind of portly figure, and you try to roll them over, and you can't. They're really heavy. And as you kind of like move a sleeve to try to like just roll them over, you see their hand and arm is like stone. Familiar stone of kind of almost a slightly gray, but a little alabaster.
Hey.
And down the hand, you see these veinings of bronze, almost like kintsugi, like cracking with this bronzing kind of sealing the edges. And you can't roll them over. They're way too heavy.
Beza, can you help me with something? I dropped something.
All right.
You did drop something. You dropped someone.
She comes walking over.
I'll do it again.
Mentally, so that Dwapner
That's how you
doesn't
really
hear
feel.
anything. I'm guessing this is the person that stole your money.
Yeah, we probably only have a little bit of time, so if you wouldn't mind, I just need a little help.
All right. And she'll help her to try to roll him over. Ha! Feels like air shale.
You roll them over, and you see a man with a little beard, and like a waistcoat on, entirely made of airshell. There's lines cracking around his skin, but the cracks have been filled in with what looks like bronze. Like I said, very much like a kintsugi kind of look. That's the word, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't actually met another Goa before.
He's out.
Yeah, she's looking at him, but she's not waking him up.
Okay.
She's gonna help Oliette search for her stuff first.
Oh, yeah. You give me an investigation check.
Kyle, can you roll an investigation check for me?
I can.
You get to roll for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chris, can you roll
and
for
I get to roll
Beza?
for Beza? Okay.
It's not my strong
Mine's a
stat.
17 on the die.
Okay.
That's good because int is not my strong stat.
Okay.
11 on the die for you.
Oh.
Okay. So mine
yeah.
is investigation. So
17
mine's 14.
total.
Okay. And how much was Beza's?
17 because Chris rolled so well.
That's fair. Okay, so you, oh, that was not meant to be on screen. It's fine. So you kind of look around, you search through, and you see you find your stuff. You also
Beautiful.
find a stiletto knife. You find another bag of gold, and another couple coins, and another bag of gold, and
What is my alignment?
you
Hold on.
see a watch. Not wearing the watch, it's just in the bag. You find a what else do you find? You find a couple rings. You find a really nice pair of cufflinks. A couple of pieces of leather that are clearly from this store. And just for shits and giggles, you also find, give me a second. You find a vial of perfume. Looks very familiar. That motherfucker stole that perfume out of your bag.
Fucker. You know what?
But seeing her face, Beza pulls out her rope and starts tying up the Goa.
It's like, okay, do we teach them a lesson? They're never gonna learn unless we impart consequences onto them. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why I have the rope.
this is how you rehabilitate someone, is introducing them to the consequences of their own actions. And I'm literally stuffing my pockets as I am giving Beza this
This
explanation.
justification is working
Yeah.
really well. Give me a persuasion check for yourself.
I was gonna say she doesn't have to persuade Beza.
No.
Beza's like, this person stole from us. We're
This is the
taking the
natural
money.
order.
This is
That's a
survival.
choice.
Children down in the street. I said a child. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what'd you say, Kyle?
A 2 on the die.
Oh, son of a bitch. Look, my
Angela
persuasion
hasn't
is
had me roll that randomness, so I can't use Ties of Chaos. And
Hold on.
my persuasion is a +6.
I appreciate
I'm
you
arguing with
preemptively
myself.
sending that to me, Kyle. You knew what was coming.
I knew.
So much die rolling right now. Just everybody rolling each other's shit.
This is chaos.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is welcome to the chaos. This is truly
Delightful.
chaotic. Let's see.
We also definitely take the stiletto off of this guy.
Mm.
Okay, roll me a d6, Kyle.
Heather?
Sorry, I need Harland to have a d6 rolled for him. A 1. Harland, you start sprinting straight out of the shop, screaming at the top of your lungs.
He jabbed me with one of them hat pins.
You just run.
You know, that's fine. He wouldn't want to. He wouldn't be interested in this anyway.
You start running all the way down the hall towards the mushroom.
All right, Carver will get him.
Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll give him some time to cool off, I guess.
I was just gonna
Yes.
measure, Miss, your gentleman friend. He ran off
Yeah.
before I could finish.
That's okay. We'll just. it'll-
Beza's tying
yeah,
up
I'll-
one of his statues.
Can I help with anything? Is this everything okay? I mean, I can just do... And he starts kind of like shuffling over towards you. I can just help take measurements for you. If you did, but what is happening here?
Oh, this gentleman stole from us.
Gentlemen, who are you talking to? And he kind of looks. Oh, for helm's sake, Manny! And he like kicks the Koa. What?
Hey,
Hey,
Hello? What is this is false imprisonment.
do you really wanna go down this road?
This,
especially considering we found her perfume that's not from here on your body.
That's a signature scent, my guy.
She's like flipping his knife around in her hand as she says this. Also, this, by the way.
We just reclaimed what was ours, plus,
Yes.
you know, a little for our troubles. You shouldn't treat people that are visitors to your town like this.
it's part. Well, hi there, doll. And he looks at Beza. I haven't seen you at any of the meetings.
First of all, her name is Beza.
Hello,
Thanks.
hello, Beza. I haven't seen you at any of the meetings.
What meetings?
I'm just kidding. There's no meetings. Hi. I'm Manny. Manny O'Kin.
Damn it, Angela.
No, don't yell at me. Yell at Alora. Don't yell at me. Yell at Alora. Not my fault.
Hi, Beza Tanto.
It's very nice to meet you, Beza. Do you attempt to shake his hand?
No.
Okay, good. Because he was
Do you
gonna
like-
try to steal that knife back.
No.
You can tell how mad Lane is by how many spaces she put between Alora's name letters.
She might shake his hand. She's got the blade in her other hand and then shakes his hand.
Oh. Hello.
I'm not gonna get. No, I mean she's like holding his knife.
Yeah.
She doesn't shake his hand with the hand that's holding the knife. She knows better.
Yeah, sure. Well, this is a place of open commerce. We all have a certain set of skills that allows us to make it in this world. You know,
Sure.
you
Yours
are.
need work.
What was that?
Yours need work.
Well, it's been a long day, as you could tell by my take.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Our take, right? Share and share alike.
Oh yes, I am more than happy. It's fair game. We could find an equitable split between the two of us. We could do like I don't know, like a 70-30. That would be pretty good. We could certainly discuss that sort of arrangement and partnership. That is, I've been looking to branch out a little bit, get a few get to know people, to communicate with people outside of my perspective and worldview. That's very good. So this music's so good for this whole scene. Right, so, yeah, at 70-30, right? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Yeah, let's do it.
You realize you have absolutely no bargaining here right now, right? You're tied up and we took all your weapons away.
Right, but I'm congenial. That counts for something. I would imagine.
Oh yeah, here's his knife.
Okay.
Mr. Botnalag, where were we with our negotiations again?
Is it Manny? You son of a bitch. Yeah, sure, let's go.
It's fine. He's all tied up. He's not going anywhere.
Well, he is a member of the collect. He's gonna be sanctioned for this. It's coming out of your cut. Yeah, okay, sure.
I'll go untie him before we leave.
He kind of like scoots up a little bit.
He gets to sit there and stew until then.
Yeah, veritable rock soup here. So
No, I don't want to
Very
take.
charming.
So what's your name? I knew Beza. Who I
don't
really would like to get to know more. It's to meet another of your kind is quite when one is so rare. It is a very a very life-changing situation. It'd be very nice to have a bit more of an epiphanizing experience.
Basically, tell you, my pockets feel just fine now.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah, well, you got.
That's
Do better next time.
well, that's not really the equitable arrangement we had discussed and agreed upon.
The equitable arrangement is that we don't smash you and have you have to be repaired again.
Well, I see how that goes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Could I perhaps trouble you for could I look in the bag, please? The bag that you took all the things out of, please. Are you leaving?
To pull the bag open so he can see in it. I'm not getting near.
Oh,
him again.
you took the watch. Could I please have the watch back? That was of a sentimental value.
To whom?
To me. That was my grandpa's watch.
Is he telling me the truth?
Give me an insight check.
Kyle, will you help me out?
Kyle, honestly, this makes everybody more engaged in the game, to be honest. I like the other people rolling for people.
It's a 15 on the die.
18.
18 total? Yeah, he seems sincere that this is his grandpa's watch. It's all I got left of him, alright? Just it's one of those things. It's like I said, sentimental value. It's one of the few things I got that's like mine, and the clothes on my back. Well, not these clothes. These are definitely contraband from the store here. But the the sculpt clothes. It was a joke. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. Come on, please. I mean, you could take all the other stuff. Just don't take the watch, please.
I'll give him back the watch.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries really hard to put it on. So,
Bobby, the mage hand help him a little bit.
oh, okay, that's weird. Thank you.
Listen,
Sorry. It's very nice. It's very interesting and unusual. Not weird. Weird was a bit of more derogatory than I meant it to sound.
So we're gonna call it even.
Okay.
Beza, if Beza wants to engage with you,
I would very much like to speak with Beza. If you're gonna take my money, at least a little bit of, I would like to talk to Beza, please.
I'm so sorry. Are you trying to spin this like we owe you something? Because I just want to make sure that we're clear that
You knocked me unconscious, and it was a victimless crime.
First of all, there is a very strict looking, no touching policy.
I would
this
never.
Whole area.
I did not touch you. I used a hanger. It's not my fault you didn't notice that I went into your pocket. That's just honestly, that's just the lack of situational awareness on your part.
You're not helping yourself right now. I'm just telling you.
I would really like to talk to you later.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Listen. This has been very cute.
Has it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You didn't seem very charmed by my charmingness.
Wow, and astute. So here's the deal. You're just gonna sit here and you're gonna leave us the fuck alone.
Okay.
If Beza wants to talk to you, she's of course more than welcome.
Okay, I can make it worth your while, Beza, I promise. It's very, I'd like to talk to you, Goa to Goa.
I'll think about it.
Okay, great, thank you. Sorry,
Great.
what were you were saying? You were threatening me?
That's it.
Okay.
No. The threat is ever present. I'm just reminding you that Beza is her own person and will decide whether or not you're worth her time.
I understand. I promise I'm worth your time. I just need a minute. I promise.
Great. So, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't fucking try it again.
Well, how am I to know who I'm not supposed to fuck with if I don't know your name?
You will remember this face. I promise.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Great. I'll just turn heel. I'll just turn heel.
Are you gonna untie me, or what is this?
No!
Is that the punishment?
You'll figure it out.
Okay. You really are getting that step on me energy. You're doing good with that.
Oh my god. Oh, no. Don't even.
Damn it, I was so close. Okay. Fine. All right.
When she comes back closer to Beza mentally, I'm planning to take the rope off him before we leave because I want my rope back, but
That's
otherwise
fine.
I'd leave him tied up.
Listen, I would rather, first of all, I have a little bit of extra coin now. I would rather shell out for the rope and let him figure it out, but I'm also going to defer to you because it's your rope, it's your property. I don't want to tell you what to do. But it is funnier that way. I'm just going to say that.
You got a point. All right. Out loud. All right, so Mr. Dwatmaleg, so you want all of it, or?
Can't keep going when you're talking to a different character. Damn it. Kyle, can you keep the whistling going for me? I'd appreciate it. Oh, did you not hear any of the whistling I was doing?
No.
Damn it! My fucking
It was
microphone.
quiet.
He was whistling over all of you. You hear a whistling obnoxiously out in the stacks.
Villain, you got that silence tape?
Yeah, I do. What do you need?
Just a small piece, big enough for that mouth.
Just 3 inches of the tape. That's all we need.
Ah. You're not giving me enough credit.
You haven't missed his tape.
And Villain even tapes over the Goa's mouth.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's like drinking water after being thirsty for so long. It feels so good.
He starts hitting things and nothing's happening.
I told you would remember this face. Anyway, I need to get my measurements taken, so I'm gonna go in the store.
Okay, so you go in the store. And And so you go get your measurements taken. Dwartmerlog is very good, very quick, very professional. He writes down all the notes and even talks to you a little bit about what kind of like. Now, when we say step on you, now is that there's a nuance to that? You can tell he's like very in touch with this. So there's like so there's the threat of like stepping on on someone, and then there's also like the actual act of stepping on someone, and whether you not think that someone would do damage or it's just the threat of, there's a level of yeah. So what are you kind of going for here? Is this like a
I'm gonna let you decide. You're the artist. I would love for it to be a little ambiguous, like this undercurrent of a threat where you're
like
not
you're not
exactly
even
sure,
sure if you want, like you don't,
but you know you're gonna have a good time anyway.
Right,
even
right.
if you don't know if that's what I intend, because
Yeah.
you're just so grateful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of what I'm going for.
I got you.
But
Yeah. Sure.
again, like, you run with it. Go wild with it. Again, I would love to lose 3 to 4 inches of this hem. That is way too much fabric.
Oh, sure,
But
sure.
we could repurpose that into something else. Whatever you have time for.
Oh, I've got a
of the
really nice
day.
collection of horn cuffs. I could make a couple for you from the fabric. It would look
Okay.
really good.
Love it.
All right.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Like
Sounds
an
good.
armband as well.
That would be enough. Yes. Sir.
Out of some, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Sounds perfect. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, there you go. It's very good.
I'm so excited.
Yes, and I'm so sorry for Manny. Manuel is a very he's a very troubled boy. But just he needs.
What deal? Do you mind, like?
Oh, well, Manuel. Manuel is from the O'Kins. They are they're big into family. His grandpappy. Well, his maker. His grandpappy. Same thing. He's he lost his grandson a while ago, long time ago. Got just hit the doldrums, just very much hit him very hard, and well he when you miss somebody or you make some reckless decisions, and sometimes you make an effigy of your dead grandchild. It happens, So Manny's dealing with a lot of like identity issues. When he's like kind of that kind of thing, and yeah, so he's been sort of is his grandpappy Manuel O'Kin the First, who's a member of he was a dwarf, and he when he passed on, there's Manny here. Manny he wanted to also have a family, and that's not
When
really
family. Are we talking like, family or like a family?
Well, I don't want to judge anybody for their extracurricular activities, but I meant mostly like a familial family.
Okay,
but you the Goa, it's a little more complicated than that for them. If they want to have a family, they usually gotta find one. Found family is perfectly legitimate, of course, but he keeps trying to apply to the collective for a loan from the mineral division to try to go look for more of the stuff that they're made of, the airshell. He wants to make
not easy to find.
Yeah, well, it's going to be expensive for running a sort of mineral operation like that. The mining, it's just the labor alone is intensive. He can't do it by himself, but they're not really that keen on spending all that resources on a very low percentage chance of finding it, So Manny's been saving his money. Well, it sounds like he's been saving other people's money for the endeavor. So that's the basic gist.
Okay, well,
It's a sad story, but he's still kind of a sad sack. I'm not gonna.
It's sad, but I thought I would feel more, and I really just don't. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good to be back. Okay, so he'll deal.
Jesus
Some
Christ.
other sad sack will come through.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That all being said, my friend is about like this, but also like this. Like this in the middle, and then a little bit like this around the top. Can you just like guesstimate?
Yeah, it's just I saw him. I got a couple of minutes to kind of like get a sense of him. I think I could probably get a little close in the neighborhood. Yes, Harlan?
How far have I gotten?
You are halfway through the mushroom farm. You probably have run a full football field at this point.
Oh my god.
But around that time, there's a moment you're like, ah! You kind of like trot to a stop. Everyone is staring at you. And you slowly
Just bows and
start
starts
walking,
walking back.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well.
So yeah.
Next stop. The spot and the market.
Beza, before you go, Beza, I want to talk. Am I
Wait.
gonna get a chance to talk to you, Beza?
He's got tape on.
It's got tape on.
Yep, he's thinking really hard at you. All this part.
Oh. He's thinking so hard at you.
Well, and at some point you'll need to let us know how much credit we got for the furs and
Yeah.
the skins.
Yeah.
And how much?
I'll
And how
give
much we
you.
took off of Manny.
I will give you a total. Off Manny, I can
Yeah.
give you right now.
All right, as we're leaving, Beza will lean down and take off the tape. Oh, she gives Manny's knife to Dwatmerlug.
You get 39 gold out of Manny.
Total?
Yeah.
Split it.
And there's also a couple rings, which do. Well, we'll deal with that later. I haven't decided if they're magic yet.
I'm gonna put the cufflinks aside, and then we'll split it. You can have the extra gold, Beza, since you did the heavy lifting.
All right, thanks. So what is that then?
So you get 20 and I get 19.
Awesome.
And then you said two rings and cufflinks?
Yeah, 2 rings and a pair of cufflinks.
Okay.
The cufflinks look like a pair of, like, they look like a pair of, like, dragon faces.
Oh,
They're kind of cool.
sure.
So you got these really cool cufflinks and
2 TBD rings.
yes, 2 TBD rings.
Okay.
So you start heading down towards the mushrooms, where last you saw Harlan screaming, and he is slowly, with a dignity that seems tenuous at best, he's walking back.
And
Oh, hey there.
what gives?
You know, he just jabbed me with that needle, and I just had to stop her off. You know.
Sure.
Was it like a magic thing?
Probably. I think I need to go back for my fitting.
All
I
right.
hope he doesn't stab me again.
Also hope that, kind of gave him the gist. Because I know that, like, this is where my arms meet when my arms are around the middle of you, and this is where my arms meet when my arms are around the top of you. So we'll just go.
Did you want to double check?
Yeah.
Hell.
Oh my god.
Even I
Harlan-
realized that was smooth.
Harlan, take inspiration for that fucking game you have. God damn.
I already have it. I'll pass it on to Oliette.
All right. Oh yeah, you get inspired by that. Fuck.
I will take it. I will take it.
My God. Delightful.
Yeah, I mean that'll earn you a smirk and a link through the arm. Should we check out the spa? We could send Well, we could send the kids to the mark. You know what? No.
You get a sudden flashback of that.
Yeah, I remember the last time that happened. Let's not do that.
Well, I mean, would the mud bath maybe help nick its ankle?
Oh, possibly the minerals might.
Oh, you are all sweet to her.
Huh,
That's so
Let's
nice.
just
That's
see
true.
what they
Some
can
of
do.
those things have healing properties, right? So it couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt.
Might even help.
It's like we're all headed to the spa.
Yeah.
To the spa. You grab Paru from
Mm-hmm.
her mushroom discussions. And so yeah.
Perfect.
And you all head to the spa.
Yeah. We got this credit voucher thing.
Oh, so yeah, so if you go to the spa, it'll definitely, like, that'll cover quite a bit. Yeah. That'll earn you quite a bit of their services. And so yeah, so you go in and they are, you walk into this smaller alcove and there is this lovely kind of bluish light reflected all over the place. You see the like ripples of water, so there's like you look down and you see that there are something that looks almost almost coral like on the bottom of the water that is giving off this bioluminescence that's glowing up in the lights, and the water is it's a little hard to see the coral because there's like rolling boil happening in some of these pools. The whole place is full of steam. It's very relaxing. You get in and there's a couple times you pass a cloud and the cloud has like a totally different scent profile than the next one. One of them does legit smell like ocean, but not like in a bad way, just in a like whew kind of refreshing way. And then there's one that really has this deep like dark floral bouquet to it. And so yeah, so you're we're gonna
What
no, we'll leave.
situation with do they provide towels and or is it like a standard kind of a
Yeah, there's stuff. There's like linens and
Okay.
stuff you can use. It's not
Okay.
like
Oh.
it's not like the most high quality, but I mean it's still amenities.
I'll just hang my clothes over somehow like over the steam. I'll have Mage Hand hold on to my clothes over the steam so they kind of de-wrinkle in that nice little cloud of floral scent.
And all of a sudden you see a little figure, about a tiny figure with little wings in the clouds go and kind of like rush by you with a pitcher of water, and it pours into one of the pools and the steam kind of kicks up.
Beautiful.
And you kind of start working the stuff and dealing with your clothes, and you hear deep in the cave in the fog, "You'd be interested in our services then?
Oh, yes.
Well, come, let's chat. Come closer."
Okay.
You start heading like kind of between the pools, and you see sitting on a rock, kind of more like lounging on a rock, a dragon. Well, not a dragon, a drake with opalescent scales, sort of almost all shimmering different colors, but leaning very much towards the teal, and snake-like, not a full dragon, and just kind of like with its claws sort of curled up under its chin. Welcome. I am Lyvander. This is my bathhouse.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You were looking to avail yourself of amenities?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're more than welcome. What is it you're exactly looking for?
Well, these two, I'll point to Nickit and Toshi. One of them might just want to play in some mud. The other one, we were hoping you might have some mineral situation to help with the inflamed ankle.
Oh, well, healing in and of itself is not out of the question.
Oh,
If that is something you're in need of.
that would be lovely.
And Lyvander kind of twists around a little bit, and they sort of beckon with a claw to Nickit and Toshi, and they're both a little like. I promise you, I've had quite a big lunch today. Kind of gives a little bit of a smirk.
I love them.
And they kind of inch over. Nickit's kind of a little sore on their ankle, and Lyvander kind of like scans a little bit, looking, kind of pokes a little bit, and she's like, "That hurt, clearly. Well, over there," and she kind of Lyvander casts a long claw over to the side. There's a small pool there with stairs, easy to climb down to. Sit in there for a little while. I will have someone bring you something. It'll make the water smell very nice, and it'll feel better. Okay? Okay. And you were looking for mud? Oh, that would be awesome. Right next to the pool. Thank you.
You do have to rinse off after.
You just hear a very
Did you
muted.
just cannonball?
Yep. You just see a head. It stopped. There was no splat. That was less fun than I thought it was gonna be.
It was fun to watch.
That's nice.
Goes down to alligator mode.
Pretty much. You see a bubble,
Gross.
and then after a minute,
Yeah, I bet. Oh.
You get Toshi all muddy and Nickit all situated, and so yeah, whatever you guys want to avail yourself of, you're free to do. There's more of these steam methods all over the place that are like pouring water into the hot tubs, adding more cloud into the room. And you see a couple of people using the hot tubs. Some of them are dwarves. There's a couple of, you see a few, like, Goliaths hanging out. They take up a lot more of the pool than the dwarves. It's pretty great. So just relaxing and taking your ease?
Get like a hot spring bath, I guess.
Sure.
Get my clothes all perfumed and
There you go.
spruced.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different scents, different essential oils that you can use. There's a huge. You realize as you get closer to Lyvander, there is a giant wall behind them of mineral oils and salts and concoctions and things. That seems to be their specialty, is adding things to the baths. So there's just this kind of pervasive scent exploration that you're going through as you walk around. I will say that if you spend a short rest taking your ease here, you will get the benefits of a long rest. It's really relaxing.
Wow.
Almost supernaturally so. It's like Lyvander knows catnap or something.
I'm kind of curious. What does that one smell like? It, looks like the label says Francis.
Frankincense.
Yeah,
The
frankincense.
Frank's
Francis, yeah.
sense. Yes.
Right. Yeah. How, what is that one? What is that one like?
Why don't you give it a sample then? It's a little hard to describe. You sort of have to experience it. This is Angela forgetting what frankincense smells like. I don't remember
It's
it.
Woody and resins.
Strong.
Strong.
Ah, it's a resin. Okay, yeah.
Strong.
A little dabble, do ya?
Fair. So Lyvander offers you the bottle.
How much am I supposed to use? Is it like that?
Less than this. It's like their fingertip. Just. Oh, that's too much. No.
Literally imagine getting assaulted by like brute.
God. So yeah, you are you smell like frankincense.
Ugh. All right.
Do you have some kind of oils that are good at cleaning and not making things rust? And she kind of like taps her metal chest plate.
Oh, yes, we have polishes and such. A few people in the market would be probably best to look into for waterproofing, if that's what you're looking for. I have things that won't pester your sculpt, if that's the concern.
That would work. I have some waterproof and kind of built in. There's no seams, so that helps. But the problem is, sitting and soaking in water, not necessarily the best of plans long term.
Sure. Question: Does Beza have bronzing? Is that part of her sculpt?
Armor.
Okay, so she goes, or Lyvander's they. So, if I understand correctly, it's not uncommon to protect bronzing from being tarnished by using wax. It's a very common technique.
Huh. All right. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad thing.
Quite a number of Goa I have met in my life swear by it. They always keep a candle available.
No, up until today, I'd never met another Goa.
Really? Now, they are a bit few and far between.
That's what I've heard.
I have to imagine there's only less than a handful on the whole of Thuria.
Probably.
The techniques of their birth are not common knowledge, of course.
That's very true. I was actually an accident.
Oh, quite an accident. And perhaps, and Lyvander kind of gets a little closer, perhaps it would be best not to think of yourself as an accident. After all, the mother dragon's egg is a blessing. One might say you are more of a miracle than an accident.
I do like that better.
And,
It's okay then.
and she, Lyvander gives a little, like, nail tap on the top of your head, almost like a little head pat.
You know, if it helps, Arabeth was an accident.
Parva's like, yeah, I'm not gonna bring that up when I see her again.
Mm-mm.
That's none of my business.
Oh, she jokes about it. She says like she was a little oops baby. And she turned out fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with me. It's more that my creator didn't understand everything that was in the ancient texts he was using to figure out how to make a magical construct out of the egg shell, and he didn't understand or didn't translate correctly some of the wooden. So he thought when it was talking about, you know, making a really powerful magical construct and that they had all these different abilities, he's like, oh, that sounds perfect. That's exactly what I want. He didn't quite translate it right and didn't understand that it was going to make a person.
That is quite an oversight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my mom and dad knew exactly what they were doing. That would make a person.
They were moving furniture.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I met your resident Goa. He's interesting.
Oh, Manuel. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason I keep the bottles in the back of the shop now.
I can understand that. Don't want perfume.
Oh, no. Oh, it is quite nice.
That's what I thought. Anyway, we've probably got at least 2 to 3 hours of Manuel free time.
Then you have
Unless
my
Mr. Guatemala
thanks.
ties him.
As we say in our homeland, bitches get stitches. So,
Oh, I like that.
mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Yes. Anyway, I think I just want a nice bath. I don't know if I have any special requests.
Well, if you change your mind, please feel free to consult me. I'd be happy to make suggestions. It is, after all, well within my power and more than enjoyable for me to help others find relaxation.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Ms. Lavanda, do you happen to have like a big bucket?
We do have barrels.
That'd be just fine. I think that'll work.
Right. And it's mix, thank you.
Mix, my apologies.
Appreciate the pleasantries, though.
Excuse my uncouthness.
And you see Lyvander let out some steam from their nose, and 2 mephits, and they like kind of float to the ground in a little flutter of wings, and they look at you like with these like long, pointy noses. They kind of scuttle off. You're meant to follow them.
Unless you wanted to, I'll be right.
You haven't
gotta go get
seen.
the duck
You know, there's a moment where you think, maybe I just imagined it. You haven't seen the duck in a really long time. It's been days. So even if Harlan's like, oh, I have the duck, you don't see it anymore.
Okay.
Harlan Puddles is super fucking excited. You have to like fish him out of one of the other pools if you want to give him
Nope,
a...
that one's not for you. You got your big old barrel. You can put your bucket right toward the bottom. I don't know if they have any pumice stone. They probably do. I mean, it seems like a fancy spa.
To pumice my beak.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you just takes to it like a duck in water.
Mm-hmm.
So the turtle duck has a lot of fun. And then he just kind of...
Once Puddles is distracted, I will make my way back over to the park.
Okay. Make a little whirlpool. So, you come back, and Villain is kind of sitting on the edge of the pool where Nickett is. And they're kind of chatting a little bit. Toshi's doing a backstroke. Just here. It's trying really hard. What'd you say?
That's mildly upsetting.
Just a little. There's just a
Like spoiling
splatter
mac and
every so
cheese for
often.
too long.
God, it's so funny. You and I have to watch Game Changer from. God damn it! Literally the conversation about what is the Foley
Yes.
for storing
is-
mac and cheese.
That is what I was referencing.
Okay,
Angela.
I just wanted to check. Great. Okay, so you all get a chance to just relax. It's just like chill here. Lyvander kind of, you occasionally see their form sort of like slip through the steam, kind of like checking on things, and goes back to their little their little steam rock. Very lizard-like, just hanging out on a hot rock. Yes.
Does mold earth work on mud baths?
Hold on. Let me check.
It just says loose earth.
I will allow it.
Cool. Just curious.
I will say
It'd be more of
mud
like
is
an
mainly
aisle
mud is mainly dirt with a little water, as opposed to muddy water, which would be water with a little bit of dirt. So I will say mud is valid to mold. Are you doing something?
Just like probably absent-mindedly, just like moving stuff around, like writing words in the mud. You know, like making little shapes, a little like, what are they called? The platonic solids.
Okay.
You know, just
I like it.
Heather, that's a perfect picture.
Okay, so I will say, Oliette, if you want to take a look at the rings, you can take a look at the rings while you're here.
Sure.
You find they're very
There's nothing more bougie than looking at jewelry while I'm in a bath. That's just
Yeah, pretty much. So you see, both of the rings are really well made. They're really interesting, and they just kind of like scream. Ooh, maybe these are more than just shiny. You find a one of them is this silver band with a beautiful purple gem on the inside of it, or inlaid in it. It has something in Undercommon written on it. I don't know if you speak Undercommon.
but I can work on that tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh wait, I could work on that today. If this is a short rest, then I have an hour.
Yep. You guys could do your
but
little. I mean, you
I don't
could.
want to upset Harland. I'll wait. Okay, it's fine.
So, Harlan did say that he was game. He just needed to be prepared.
You just gotta
that
tell
that
him
was gonna
first.
happen.
Sure. Yeah. I'll hold on to it.
Okay. You don't have anything to. Actually, you don't have anything to like identify or anything. Just.
I can tomorrow.
Okay. So
I
this,
can
just as an
tell
extra
you what
little.
kind of magic it is.
That's
if
true.
it is magic.
You do take a look a little closer at this ring, and you're not 100% sure, but it kind of looks like the ring band. It's like this dark silver. Kind of looks like a tongue wrapped around your finger with the jewel on top. And then the other one is really neat looking. Well, they're both pretty. But the other one looks interesting. It has, have you ever seen a zoetrope? The spinny wheel that shows animation when you you flick it? It looks like that. It has a figure running on it. And there's like notches, there's like flat faces all over the ring. And each of the little faces on the ring has another pose in that motion of that. So if you were to like spin it, you could see the little person running.
Nice.
It's really cool looking. And it is, actually, the ring it does that. It has a loose outer ring that has the little figures on it. So if you put it on and you spin it, you can see the person running. It's cool. So yeah, they're really neat, and you're pretty sure they're magic.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess I might. Maybe we'll do
Remember,
this after that.
you take a short rest and you have the benefits of a long rest.
Right. Well, I also
letting you
realized
know.
though, if I start a long rest, then whatever I prepared is gone.
Okay. Sure.
So I still
So
have
just
to
take a
do
short
it
rest.
again
That's fine.
regardless.
That's okay then.
No, it's fine. We'll just say that it's nullified, and then I'll do it again before we leave the town, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, so you have those two. It's more fun to tell you what they do, to be honest.
Okay.
So we'll say later you're able to like kind of
Sure.
assess them. Well, I mean, give me an Arcana check.
Kyle?
One more time.
I'm gonna Tides of Chaos that 4
Thank you. Oh, hooray!
for a 19 on the die.
Nice.
So 24.
24? Okay. Yeah. We'll say that you can kind of assess a little bit what they do. There's some runes on them. You get a sense of kind of what they do. So, the first ring is a ring of the Mute Mage. It looks like a tongue wrapped around your finger. The word, you ask around, I'll say you ask a little bit. These are all some of the dwarves probably speak Undercommon. It says silent inscribed on the ring. While wearing this ring, the same word becomes harmlessly written on your own tongue. And when you cast a spell of 3rd level or lower that requires only verbal components, you can instead cast it with only somatic components.
Ooh, that's handy.
Any spell that requires a target to hear its verbal component gains no benefit from this property. So if someone has to hear you, you don't get this.
Makes sense.
Once this property has been used, it can't be used again until next dawn. So it's a one time. And the other ring is a ring of stolen alacrity. This ring, when you spin the outer layer, the person appears to animate and run. If you are not surprised while wearing this ring, you can use your reaction when you roll for initiative to spin the ring and speak its command word. And you use this reaction after you know the initiative order, if the GM shares it with you, but before any creature takes their turn. Choose a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you that also rolled for initiative, and that creature must succeed on a charisma save or swap the total of its initiative roll with yours. A willing creature can choose to fail this saving throw to give you their initiative. Once this property has been used, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. If the GM does not share initiative order with you, you can choose up to 3 creatures you can see within 30 as part of this reaction, and you immediately learn whether each of those creatures acts before or after you in the initiative order. Afterwards, choose one of those creatures to make that saving throw to swap their initiative with you. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty sweet ring. So wow. I will give you the info for both of those, and those are now in the party's possession.
Amazing. I was like, that's a lot to type.
Yeah, I'll
I was keeping up with most of it.
No, I've got when I describe when I've got it like written out, I'll give that to you. You're fine.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, you'll get some cool shit. You got some pretty sweet rings from the thief you thieved.
Listen.
It's fair. So you have your rings and you get a rest. You get, after a minute or after a little while, Verlaine helps Nicked out of the pool, and they sort of rock their ankle a little bit, and kind of put some weight on it, like hold on to Verlaine's arm, kind of like trying to tap on it a little bit, and Nicked seems like it feels better.
Nice.
I'm gonna say that it's pretty much healed at that point.
Did Villain actually make use of the
The rest?
bath, the services?
I think yeah, sure. After a little while, he probably jumped in this. He probably ended up in one of the nearby ones just to kind of hang out.
Just making sure that they were taking care of themselves.
Yeah, no, they tried. Probably at some point you see Nickett sort of like, leave me alone, go. And so he takes a spot. But yeah, so you all get a rest, and when everything is said and done, you feel really good. Like you actually had a moment to breathe, even though you didn't actually spend that much time in the pools, and yeah, you're feeling pretty damn good. And as you start getting out and like drying off and stuff, Lyvander says, "I do trust that you had a enjoyable rest."
Yeah, it was lovely.
Very good.
Will you just mark on our... I don't really know how this works, so can you just like check whatever or cross off the...
And she,
However-
Lyvander, they take the ticket and they look at it. Well, and kind of like crosses a few lines out of it. You don't have that much left, but I do appreciate your patronage.
I mean, this is like the main thing I wanted to do. Oh, we'll get food and stuff.
Oh, I feel
But-
so honored.
Yeah.
Mr. Harland, your companion over there, you might want to fetch him. Don't forget him.
Oh, Puddles! I forgot about Puddles.
There's duck soup. No, it's turtle duck soup.
Oh my god.
No, it's fine. Puddles.
Jeez.
You're like, oh god, and you look in the barrel and there's no Puddles to be found. You're like, oh no. And then Puddles just like kind of waddles up next to you.
He dissolved. I left him in the barrel too long.
Oh my god.
No, you just see Puddles going like in the puddle outside the barrel, like just slapping his feet.
Come on, you get your wrinkly web feet. Then let's get. Do your feet get wrinkly?
No, they don't. They're already kind of wrinkly and scaly. That's the DM telling you that I don't think ducks' feet get wrinkly.
Well, also, one of the reasons that we get all wrinkly is because it helps with gripping.
And they're good at that. So, you start leaving the steamed space of the bathhouse. Lyvander sort of turns a little bit on their large rock, kind of sits there. Another steam method like brings over some water and pours it on the rock, and there's just of steam a little bit coming out of their nose. God, this looks like the best gig in the fucking world. Like, if you didn't know what a bathhouse drake was, you do now. They have quite the leisure time.
People just give them money, and all they have to do is breathe.
Yeah,
That's pretty legit.
yeah, it's pretty great. So you leave the bathhouse space and head out into the market. Paru says, I did sort of leave a conversation going in the over in the mushroom area. I'd like to kind of finish that up. I might.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I might have an in for some more of the Goodberry
You already
wine.
know. Yeah. Do
And
Do-
she goes to do her wheeling and dealing. So yeah. As you're leaving,
Assume we find an inn or something.
oh yeah, there's a couple of places that couple that would suck. There's one place. I was gonna say competition in the commune would be so vicious. The idea is everybody has unique wares, which allows for them to all benefit from the sales. So yeah, you find a place that it's interesting. It's built. It's a little like those Tokyo hotels where there's like pods. But they're like built into the space, and you can ask for a warm or a cool room. And they have them for one. They have them for 1, 2, and up to 4 people in a little it's basically like a tiny little alcove with a bed on the ground, like a soft bed, but just rolled out. And it's dark and quiet. You have a little curtain for privacy, but everyone's just kind of in this like communal sleeping space. You lock up your stuff before you go in. Anything you don't like, they're not responsible for anything that gets taken or anything by anyone or a Goa. And you lock all your stuff up, and it's like arcane locked, so it's secure. And you get like, I mean, Olia, you're like, wait, well, hold on. We get a robe, and like slippers. Like, this place is fucking legit. And you can rest and hang out in this place.
Bed down, we would just stop at the market and I guess spend the rest of our credit just getting basic, like rations.
Fill your inventory with any basic stuff you might need. You'll find it here. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, any non-perishable equipment that you might need, some basic stuff.
Like some foraging Paru could do, and fresh meat Beza can probably do.
Yeah, you guys can handle that.
It's really the non-perishable stuff we would need.
Awesome.
Just general stuff.
Sounds good. And you guys get some rest.
Do we have enough credit to do the market and the inn, or do we need to?
You'll probably need to spend a little bit of money. We'll say the balance is maybe like, it's only a night. Balance is probably like 15 gold for the whole, for all of you for the night to have all those spaces. Because this is like the nice package. Like, they have a nice setup here. But yeah, if you pay 15 gold out of the money you got from Manny, you're fine.
You mean rightfully earned? Because
sure, your cut, your finder's fee from finding your shit that he stole.
Yeah, sure. I will just finding my own shit. I'll pay for that. I'll pay for everybody.
Cool.
Harland, warm room or cool room? What do you think?
Well, we spent a good deal of time in a warm environment in the bathhouse, so I'm thinking something a little cool, maybe. Nice contrast.
Okay.
We'll also have fur.
Well,
there is that.
There is that, yeah.
Basically, given your propensity probably for being a little cooler, you probably would prefer a warm room. Let's see. I mean, the kittens absolutely want a warm room. They want to just like curl up. But when Villain asks Beza if you could watch the kids, they're like little space heaters anyway. You'll probably have more of a good night's sleep with them than without them.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, thanks.
Sleep over.
Yay! Toshi's got that like wet, recently bathed cat look, like little bit fuzzed out. And Nicket is just like, okay, sure. And she's in relatively good spirits. Their ankle's feeling better. And Villain asks for a cool room. It's like, I need to not have warm cats. I need something else. So he gets his own space. Paru bunks in with Beza and the kittens too. So you all get a little bit of sleep. And Harlan, I need you to roll me on that table again because you did Ted's Chaos.
I did.
Boy.
You let me know what that number is.
89-28.
89-28.
the likelihood that I'm going to get a repeat is very, very low.
It's very
And
low. It's
I-
pretty great. Let's see. Oh, that would be funny. Okay. Roll. Chris, could you or no? Who's Chris? Yes, you're rolling for Harland, aren't you? Or no, you're rolling
I'm
for
rolling
Beza.
for Heather. Yeah, for Beza.
Heather, could you roll me a d4, please?
Okay.
These low ones I don't like.
4.
So, have any of you eaten in the last 4 hours?
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I mean, Toshi definitely has. Beza, you are woken up by Toshi going, Beza, I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah. He ate like 40 minutes ago. I just feel like I haven't eaten anything today.
That's weird, because you definitely ate. All right, stay here. I'll go get you something.
Okay, thank you. And he just kind of sits there. Harland, you are so fucking hungry. You can't even, like, understand how hungry you are. Like, you could eat a whole fucking pizza right now.
Excuse me, Shook. I'm feeling a bit peckish. I'm gonna go.
You just eat?
You start hearing a little bit of rustling in the room, and a number of people are, like, getting out of bed and, like, kind of hustling out because they're really, really hungry.
Looks like this. It's group meal time. I guess. I'll be back. Right back.
Toshi said he was hungry, so I'm gonna go grab him something. Probably a large something, because he said he's really hungry.
Yeah, we can split one.
Like a whole
So we might
turkey.
split two.
So as all of these people start filtering out of the sleep space, it's called the sleep space. You see a couple of food carts notice a huge group of people and start like rolling nearby, including one pushed by a Goa with lots of kintsugi stuff.
It's like a taco truck outside of the bars at 2 a.m.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, don't talk to me about those.
I make.
I know those well.
We got. You're looking for some subs? We got subterranean sandwiches here. We got subs. We got.
What kind of feelings you got?
We got that. That's guaranteed 2% tuna.
What's the
It's better
other
than Subway.
98%?
You got one up on Subway. Is your bread made out of plastic? Because you're winning. Oh.
We got lungfish. We got lugfish. We got
I need whatever's largest and most filling.
Okay, yeah, sure. We got well, how are you doing, Beth? Are you having a good time here? You doing okay here? If you need any
Yeah,
pointers,
man,
please
yeah,
just
I'm
let me know.
fine.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah. And
I gotta feed our kids.
toppings,
so
you got like toppings and things? What do you like the like
he'll
do they
eat
like
anything, so
Okay.
it's fine.
anything? Oh, okay, well I mean I got my special of the day. It's a little more expensive, but it's
Sounds
definitely
good.
like fancy. Oh, okay, great. And he puts together.
What's special?
Oh, it's I don't have a word for it.
Spam and peanut butter.
What's your name?
Manuel.
I didn't. I don't need to know what all them syllables. I need food.
Oh,
I
food.
need it now.
Oh, well then let me get you some very good food. And he turns a sign over that said like our specials today, and it definitely had more dollar signs than the other stuff, and he just flips it over like we're all out, and he starts piling on what looks like some sort of kebab meat onto a sandwich, onto a big roll. This big sort of like crusty bread roll that he has. We're talking like Harlan's arm span kind of bread. It was like sticking up like an umbrella basket.
Have I told you how much I love boy sandwiches?
and he pulls out his stiletto knife and just like cuts down the middle of the bread.
I'm glad we gave it back.
Yeah, and so he just like loads it up. He cuts the meat with it. He's very deft with the knife. Harlan, you get a big ass sandwich. And Beza, you get another big ass sandwich, and he's like, do you want it like broken up for the kids? I don't know how much. What kind of kids are we talking? Wait, you have Goa kids? Do you have Goa kids?
No,
Oh.
they're tabaxis.
Oh,
They're,
okay.
It's so our group, all of us, we're kind of like family, and then the kittens kind of got added on at some point, so they're like Well.
Oh, I get it. I get it too. I get it. My
But, yeah.
my grandpappy was God, rocks rest his soul. He's I don't know what it is. I didn't really ascribe to like dwarven religiosity or anything. It's just I assume they worship rocks. I don't know. But maybe that's a bit narcissistic of me. I don't know. I'm talking a lot because I'm nervous because I've never been in the Goa. It's just kind of like a thing. So like the tabaxis, they're like little kids, right? The little things. They just they don't eat anything. They just gotta get a can of tuna or something.
One of them's got like a bottomless pit for his stomach, so I need like the full sandwich just for him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
If you could put it in half though, so it's easier to hold, that'd be good.
Oh, sure. And he cuts the sandwich in half. And he wraps it up and he gives you 2 pieces. All right, that'll be like 7 gold.
Done.
Awesome, great. You're not there.
I don't normally. I don't ever eat food, but that sounds like a lot more than all the supplies we bought today.
I told you that was a special. You said anything, and I gave you the nicest stuff I had. I was trying to be nice to you.
Sounds fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Where's the mustard?
Will you like spicy mustard or like Dijon?
How many kinds? How many kinds of mustard do you have?
Well, we have like 14 different types of mustard.
Yes.
Oh, you want like the mix-in one? There's a big tub. It looks like just all the leftover mustard.
Whatever one that comes in a container that when you squeeze it, it makes you giggle because of the noise it makes.
Oh, that'll be
That's
the
what I
big one.
want.
That'll be the big boy right there. That one.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Right. I'm gonna take this back to Toshi, Harland.
You
For me, sister.
Please enjoy your sandwiches.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Harland doesn't want Ollie to see what is about to occur. Sandwich.
Hey, buddy, you need like a drop cloth or like a privacy curtain, or what do you need? Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Here you go. You can have the umbrella off my cart. Just here you go.
Nah, the noises that you hear from behind said umbrella.
Oh my god, are you like are you like a werewolf or something?
No,
I don't
he's
think
just
I've ever been
hungry.
hungry yet in my life.
You are a werewolf, damn. I feel very touched that you would let this important moment in your life be shared with me. Thank you.
It was a matter of necessity between life and death.
That's
and
why
I thank
yeah,
you for
yeah.
standing in the gap.
You're welcome. I appreciate it, of course. Yeah, that seemed very serious. I would question our friendship if we were to in fact have a friendship. Would you like to be my friend? Okay, bye.
Harlan
This
just
music
has
again
like
is
a 1,000-yard
perfect for this.
stare, like how a 1,000-yard that like
Just in your
food
head.
baby, like
No
posts.
one must know. This is less food baby and more like Rosemary's Food Baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Beza takes
Rosemary would have been really good on that
gigantic-
sandwich.
Beza takes the gigantic sandwich back to Toshi.
Oh my god. And just Toshi just goes to town.
She only gives him the first half at first.
Toshi. Oh yeah, in the distance you hear that video from YouTube, that cat going.
They're so funny when they do that, especially if they're like angry.
Angry eat. Kittens angry eat.
Mm-hmm.
I really needed to know that. Thank you.
My friend rescued a feral that just like would growl, eat every single like just.
I think Kyle got the best impression on that one. You get the point.
Oh my god.
They will do that. I've also seen some of my foster kittens over the years, like, literally stand over the food bowl. Like, they'll split their legs and stand over the food bowl and, like, stare and growl at their siblings if they're hungry enough sometimes. They're
Someday
nuts.
you'll see Toshi that hungry.
Oh, God. That's what she was trying to prevent.
Anyway, so you all thank you, Harland, for making everyone nearby who has eaten in the last 1d4 hours to be ravenously hungry, which is what you rolled. All right, so you all spend the evening, and we will we'll say you wake up next session. All right. So, that's what we got for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us for Shenanigoons, the Book of Fables. I am Angela, and these are our lovely players, Kyle, Chris, and Heather. We love you so much, Tessa. We hope to see you soon again. Mwah. And yeah, so we will see you all here next week. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, here on We Are Nerdsmith.
I don't think we'll have a Chris next week,
We
correct?
will not have a Chris next week, I don't believe. Which is fine. I'll make sure that, Manny doesn't steal any of your shit while you're gone. Speaking of Manny, thank you so much, Alora, for your donations tonight. For giving us Manny, the thieving Goa.
Gosh.
Very good. She also came up with his backstory, which was very good. And thank you for the wild roll. I really did need some support there while I punished Kyle. So thank you. And that ended up working out really cool. Like, I think you guys rolling for each other was kind of fun. And yeah, so we will see you here next week for chapter 36, name as yet to be determined. And please check out our sponsors. Just as a reminder, again, Die Hard Dice, we are spotlighting their square purple velvet dice tray, the magnetic dice tray. And if you use the code Nerdsmith when you purchase off of Die Hard Dice, you get 10% off your purchase. So please check them out. It's only good things for you because Die Hard Dice makes beautiful products. I just had a friend at the house, Mouse, in fact, one of our viewers, and she brought all her Die Hard Dice, and I got to look at all of them, and they were very pretty. Please look at World Anvil. We will be putting a little bit more World Anvil stuff up for our patrons. Patreon exclusive access to some of our World Anvil stuff, including Kyle wrote another little ditty for us taking place in Rose Upon the River. So take a look from the next couple of days when I put up Hospitality, is his little short story. So thank you, Kyle. You get to see a little bit more into Harlan's headspace. And finally, Eldritch Foundry, the beautiful character creator, miniature designer platform that we used for our pictures. And thank you again for everybody who supported our Kickstarter. Our Kickstarter is fully funded. We will have some more information very soon for you. Keep an eye out in your emails for the surveys, which you'll be able to order your stuff. Order which pins you would like, including any of the pins in a glitter option, because you all are awesome and helped us hit that number. And finally, if you liked what you watched tonight and you want to continue supporting us, you can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/nerdsmith, and we would very much appreciate your continued support. We'll see you around. You can hang out in our Discord server if you want to chat about what happened tonight. And we will see you here next week. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Be safe this week. Those of you in Florida, like I am, keep dry. And we will we'll continue our story next time. And please, 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 please do me a favor and be good to each other. All right, everybody. Good night. Mwah. I almost forgot that it was my job to turn off the stream, and I will do that right now. All right. Bye bye.